Have you ever wondered if your ex is secretly still into you but just pretending they're over it? You're not crazy. The signs are there, just not the ones you usually think of. Let's break them down. We all know the obvious signs like the drunk texts, the accidental likes on your old pics, the I miss you at 1 a.m. But today we're not talking about those. We're diving into the non-obvious signs, the little behaviors, the weird moments, the subtle giveaways your ex might be dropping, even if they don't realize it. Some are emotional, some are digital, some are psychological. But if you see more than 2 or 3 of these, yeah, they're still into you. And by the way, sign number 15 at the end, that one's a plot twist. Stay with me till the end.
Here is a quick story. One time, my ex sent me a Spotify link. No context, just a playlist. I click it, and it's literally our old playlist, the one we made for road trips. You don't send that by accident. That's bait. Emotional bait. Another time he posted a throwback. Totally random. Except I could see my hand cropped in the corner. If you've been through something like that, you know the feeling. They're quiet, but they're still talking. Sign number 1. They reach out for random, pointless reasons. Hey, do you still have that charger I left? That charger's in a drawer somewhere, and they don't really need it. They're just trying to open a door. Low-stakes contact, just to see if you'll respond. If you answer, it gives them a dopamine hit. You're still reachable. Sign number 2. They show up where you are, out of nowhere. You check in at a spot. They're suddenly there the next day. You join a new gym. They happen to be a member too. Come on, they're not stalking. But they're not being random either. It's called proximity play, putting themselves in your path hoping something will happen. Sign number 3. They broadcast their loneliness. Just me, myself, and healing energy. Some nights hit harder than others. It's softcore emotional thirst. They want you to think they're growing, but really they want you to know they're still single, still thinking, still feeling. Sign number 4. They bring you up through friends. You hear from a mutual friend, "Oh, your ex was asking how you were doing." That's not casual, that's a seed. They're testing the water from a safe distance. Sign number 5. They stay in your algorithm. You're not even following them anymore, but somehow, their face keeps popping up in your feed. TikTok, Reels, Explore page. Why? Because they're engaging with your stuff. Maybe from a second account, maybe just lingering on your page. The algorithm sees it, so you see them. Sign number 6. They compare new people to you, and you hear about it. She said you were more emotionally available. He told me you used to challenge him more. Oh? That's not moving on. That's emotional benchmarking. If you're still the standard, you're still in the picture. Sign number 7. They post triggers only you would recognize. Inside jokes, lyrics, old movie references, random to everyone else, but you get it immediately. They're not saying it to the world. They're saying it to you. Through code, through memory, through shared language. That's a breadcrumb trail. Sign number 8. They get defensive when you're mentioned. Someone brings you up, and they snap, "I don't even care anymore." Why are we talking about them? The louder the denial, the deeper the feelings. If they were really over it, they'd be indifferent. Defensiveness? That's emotion in disguise. Sign number 9. They watch your wins, but say nothing. You post about a promotion, or a trip, or something you're proud of. They don't like it, don't comment. Radio silence. But 2 weeks later, a mutual says, "Hey, your ex mentioned your trip, said it looked cool." They're watching, they're tracking, they just don't want you to know. That's stealth admiration, and it's way more common than people admit. Sign number 10. They don't give your stuff back, or keep yours by accident. They still have your hoodie, your favorite mug, a gift you gave them. You've asked for it back. They delay, or they pretend to forget. Why? Because those items hold emotional weight. Touching it equals thinking of you. Keeping it equals keeping something alive. Sign number 11. They suddenly do what you always wanted them to do. Therapy, fitness, career focus,
better communication. You spent months trying to motivate them, and they never changed. Now, they're on it. That's not just growth, that's a message. Look what I became after you left. They want you to see it.
Sign number 12. They copy your interests. You always loved a specific artist, podcast, or hobby. Now they're obsessed with it. Weird timing, right? Sometimes it's subconscious, but often it's a way to stay close to your identity, to feel like they're still connected to who you are. Sign number 13. They ask you deep questions out of the blue. Not, how are you? But stuff like, do you think we were ever truly compatible? What do you miss the most about us? Those aren't casual texts. Those are emotional hooks. They're low-key looking for closure or a comeback. Sign number 14. They flirt, then pull back. They reply to your story, you respond, and then they ghost. Or they drop a compliment, get your attention, and disappear again. Why? Because they want control. They want to know you still care, and once they get the reaction, they retreat, feeling satisfied but just as confused. Classic push-pull. And now, I want to share the most important sign that your ex is still into you. Are you ready to reveal it? Sign number 15. They start dating someone who looks or acts like you. You see their new partner, and your first thought is, wait, is that just me with bangs? They're not over you. They're replacing you, or trying to. It's called mirroring. It's unconscious sometimes, but it's real. When they can't have the real thing, they try to find a version of it. That's not growth. That's emotional recycling. Now listen, not every one of these signs means your ex wants you back. Sometimes they're confused. Sometimes it's ego. Sometimes they just miss the idea of you. But if you're seeing 5 or more of these behaviors, that's not random. That's emotion. Still alive, still active. The question isn't, are they still into you? The question is, do you want to open that door again? If you're thinking about going back, ask yourself honestly, are you both coming in with real growth, real change? Or are you just falling into the same cycle with different excuses? Mixed signals, uncertainty, hot and cold energy, that stuff drains you. Your peace isn't just important, it's non-negotiable. If this video helped bring some clarity, hit that like button. It lets me know it reached you. Drop a comment. What signs did you notice in your ex? Or maybe in yourself? And if this message feels like something a friend needs to hear, send it their way. See you there. Stay smart. Stay grounded.